Alright, hello everybody. This is the Drowning in Pools podcast. Today we got with me my friend Derek, also known as King II.
Hello,
Say
hello.
There you are. And we also have Mr. Urban Buddha Deshawn.
Sup, bitches?
That's a good way. And of course myself, just the average man, Cameron Snowden, or I Press the Buttons.
Cameron's out here doxing himself.
Right.
Real though. At least it wasn't like me. That was my league name for a while. It was my actual name.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was always funny because I'm like, is that your actual name? Because there's no reason for it to be your actual name.
Okay.
I think it's the kind of thing where it's like, if you put your real name, people won't believe it's your real name, so they'll never buy
My
it.
last name is Goodwin, so people are always like, "Oh, Derek Badloose." Haha. I'm like, I haven't heard that one for the past 20 years.
Wow, jeez. That's rough.
It is, dude. Why can't I have a normal name like Smith?
Well, I mean, I
Snowden.
have a relatively normal last name, but people still made Michael Jackson jokes and that whole fucking bullshit was going on, so.
Rest in peace, my dude.
Rip in peace.
So who wants to start with their week first?
Well, I mean, I didn't really have much of a week, so I'll just go ahead and start with mine.
Alright.
I didn't really do shit. I played a ton of Fallout 4 because I like hurting myself. I like playing really bad games for some reason. I didn't play anything good like a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne or anything substantial.
I mean, the game can't be too bad. It's not 76.
True. It's because you know what? It's not horrible. It's got good combat mechanics, but everything else kind of sucks. Like it breaks all the time. NPC storylines are kind of shitty. They're kind of lame. Where it's like the characters really have no personality past a certain point, and they just repeat the same fucking lines ad nauseum. It's horrible.
Apparently, you should be playing. Was it New Vegas? Is that what the good one is?
Yeah, that's like the best one because that was the last one by the people who actually
Gave it
started
shit.
or whatever. Yeah, pretty much. But besides that, because really all Fallout 4 is me just wandering around until I run into like a group of bad guys and I just kill them all. Because the gameplay is really fun. Like the actual combat is really really fun. But I started playing. I saw Wooly from Wooly Versus start playing. He played what is it called? JoJo the seventh stand user. And I kind of got just the inkling to see what it's like, so I got it. I started playing that a little bit, but I haven't gotten too deep into it. I've been playing a ton of Yugioh and the Sacred Cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshift of Destruction.
Oh, those are old. Those are really old.
Yeah. Because I still have the Game Boy, what are they, cartridges?
Yeah.
For the Game Boy Advance, and so I was playing. I was just like, I gotta try these out because I was watching the anime just on a whim, and I started playing them. Sacred Cards these are really bad games. Okay, so they're neither one is like a.
I don't think there's a single good Yu-Gi-Oh!
I can't think of one.
Well,
Have you guys
Links is
played-
probably the closest?
Well, I mean, if you want the non-standard ones, you could go with Capsule Monsters. I think it was. It's like
I've
Final
seen
Fantasy
those. Yeah.
That-
Like there's
that
a
one's
few
not
like.
bad. Yeah, there's a few good ones.
There are games that are not about the cards that are good.
Yeah,
But-
it's just the card ones suck.
Yeah, they're all terrible. Sacred Cards and Reshift of Destruction. They came out back before, like right after the. They're more like the manga, really. Not the first manga, but the later manga. It's a lot like. It's tough to explain because the games have their own rule system where it's not just life. It's not just like attack power and life points and stuff like that. Is this card a light card? Then it will destroy all shadow monsters regardless of how strong it is. You know.
Yeah, and then so the one I played the most of is the one for the PS1,
Mm-hmm.
which had rules that were equal to the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you didn't have to. There was no like tribute summoning or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
Fusing monsters was literally just grab random cards in your hand and put them together, and hopefully they will fuse.
Oh, jeez.
And eventually you learn the patterns of which one fuses and which ones don't. So like even with like 3 monsters that are like 300 attack, you fuse them and all of a sudden you have a 4K monster on the field. You don't have to tribute for anything. You're just like, oh, okay.
So these games were like that, where it's more like the show, but this is more like Battle City. So there is there is a tributes and stuff like that. But there's also you can just, if you have a say you have a baby dragon and a time wizard, activate time wizard's effect. You don't even need the fucking the dragon, the card that comes after. Like they're not fusing. It's not fusion. Gotcha. Just use time wizard's effect, and then you can just make baby dragon into what's it called? Thousand dragon area.
Yeah, 1,000-year dragon.
So it's stuff like that. Also, there's like you can't have cards that are above your level in Reshift of Destruction. So at the beginning, you can't have monsters that are over 1,000 attack points, like at all, because they're everything over that, its level is too high. So it's really fucking rough trying to play. Also in Reshift of Destruction, your life points are your life. Like you have to go back home and refresh your life points, right? So if you're dueling multiple times in a row, you're sticking with whatever life points you had at the end of the last duel.
I hate that shit.
It's horrible.
Sounds
Awful. Because a lot of these battles are also insanely hard, like especially in Reshift of Destruction.
Well, sounds like Kitodan's finally getting some play.
Yeah. What else? The sacred cards when it came to like the character stuff, because it's Battle City, but it seems like whoever translated it from the Japanese or whoever did the dialogue didn't watch any of the show or read any of the manga at all. They just read like a script or something that they were given and rewrote it or something, because the characters don't act like, I think Joey has like, his vocabulary is insane. It's better than like Pegasus's or Yugi's or Kaiba's. Like the dude is like a genius.
I just imagine Joey with a monocle now.
I kind of want that as my avatar.
Joey with the monocle. That'd be
yeah.
Sick. But and they fix it in Reshift of Destruction because they actually have his voice now in that game, which is a sequel to Sacred Cards, as I found out. But they actually, like, when you duel him specifically, he'll have his voice and he'll go, "It's my turn," and shit like that. So Reshift of Destruction is a better, harder game, but it's also still not good. Sacred Cards is easy. You can blow through it in like a couple hours, but what even is the point then, you know?
Sometimes you just want to play some Yugioh, man.
Honestly, yeah, because that's what it was. I was just like, fuck, I'm watching the show. It's kind of hype. I kind of want to get my hands on some sort of, you know, I want to play it somehow. Like, it's something. So, these games are all I got. So, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, other than that, I really didn't do much. I'm probably going to do, like, I dipped my toe into Golden Sun, The Lost Age a little bit, so I'm probably gonna play that. But other than that,
what's that game?
Golden Sun. Lost Age is the sequel to the first game, but Golden Sun is my favorite game ever.
I was gonna say, is Golden Sun the one that has the cartridge that gets powered up by the sun?
No, that's I know what you're talking about though. It's
because you let me borrow that game for like a week, and I played it for like a day. And gave it back. I was like, I just don't want to play this.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's got the game you're thinking of. Is called damn, what is it called? It's called Boktai or something like that.
Gotcha. So Golden Sun, what is this game? Golden Sun is
it's a JRPG. I mean, it's like typical JRPG stuff, but it's not like, it's tough to explain. It's got a lot. It's for a game that's kind of just, you know, your kind of standard JRPG. It's still got a lot of personality to it. It's still really fun. It's got a nice story. It's got like, I mean, it's you know, summonings in your attacks, you know, regular attacks, stuff like that, magic, all that stuff.
It's fresh for you right now. That's what it is.
Not even that. It's just when I first got it, it was one of the first JRPGs I ever played. And now, even going back, having gone and played other JRPGs that are considered classic, I'm still like, yeah, Golden Sun it's still unique in its own ways.
I gotcha. Well, that's good. It's
fun.
Dude, I've been trying to power through Final Fantasy VII. That game is...
It's big. It's a lot big. I tried a few months ago, and I'm like, this game's a lot bigger than I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, with Final Fantasy VII, the thing I can say the most is that don't try to streamline it, because that makes the game just no fun.
Oh, you're talking about the remake?
No.
Just in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just talking about in general, because Final Fantasy VII is one of those games where it's like exploring the world and having a good time in the world is literally the whole point of the game.
Yeah, like it's a game you gotta. If you're gonna get into the game, you gotta get into the game. Like, you can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna play just so I can see this moment, or just see these moments, or just do this thing. You have to be there for the experience at that point.
You know how like a lot of animes have that one arc that they just does not seem like it's particularly pertain to the story?
Yeah, the filler stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily filler stuff. It just derails like the.
Oh yeah. Because My Hero Academia has that with the Yakuza arc, where it's like none of it really matters to the plot, to the overarching plot, but it's still an interesting story that does character stuff.
Develops the characters ridiculously, and stuff of that nature. Final Fantasy VII has a lot of that, where it's like you go into a town, and this one town will be good for like 3 of the characters, and you'll learn a bunch about the characters. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's like you get an item that maybe will help you, maybe.
Right. That's why what's his name and the little ninja girl are optional. Like you might just miss them because they're technically side content.
Oh, like Vincent Yuffie?
Yeah. I couldn't remember their names because I was thinking of her name from Kingdom Hearts, which is not Yuffie, and Vincent. I just blanked on him.
Wait, her name's not Yuffie?
I don't think so because all those characters have different. All the Final Fantasy characters have different names.
I thought it was just spelled differently in Kingdom Hearts.
Maybe that is what it is.
It's still Yuffie in Kingdom Hearts, but it's definitely spelled differently. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
Because I know Squall is Leon in that game?
Yeah. He also looks slightly different.
I was gonna say, which is technically still his name, but it's just not what anybody calls him in the actual game.
I mean, to be fair, everyone calls him. Oh wait, what do they call him in Final Fantasy VIII? Is it Squall?
Yeah,
I
Squall.
believe they call him Squall, and then in
Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Everyone calls him Leon except for Aerith.
Yeah.
Which always ticks him off. It's great.
Oh man, the whole story behind Aerith and like the added content and Final Fantasy VII is hilarious. Aerith died because one of the people was like, your story needs to have more characters, and one of them needs to die.
Jeez.
That was the whole story behind Aerith dying.
Well,
seems freaking legit.
Because Aerith was. Oh, I won't go like full. You know the whole story about Final Fantasy VII. I don't want to spoil like too much for you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm actually a huge Final Fantasy VII nerd. I've just never beaten the game.
Okay, so the whole thing behind like Aerith was supposed to be like the main love interest of Cloud, but because she was going to die, he made Tifa.
Yeah, and then they explained it away with Zack and Crisis Core.
Yeah.
See, that's the one I have played, and I got to I think the last Genesis fight, which is right before the end of the game. But I kind of screwed myself because I wasn't powerful enough to actually beat Genesis, and you can't leave the cave.
Oh, that sucks. I hate that in games. Oh, I fucking hate that.
I'm so glad Final Fantasy VII doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So I kind of set down the game and never touched it again.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really had the gameplay problems with it, but I just never liked the game because it just seemed like fan fiction-y level shit where it was just really bad writing, really bad characters. Except for Zack. Zack ended up being like a really interesting character in a way, but everybody else just sucked. Everything about the Buster Sword sucked. Everything about Sephiroth sucked. So I was just like, it was just a miserable experience. I ended up not liking the game.
Am I the only one who liked Dirge Cerebrus?
I've never actually played it.
People like it, but I think you also have to. I think people who do like it also understand that it's not a good game.
Oh yeah.
It's just an entertaining game.
It is thoroughly entertaining, especially if you just like to shoot people from afar.
Yeah.
See, I went the lame route and made the his Cerebrus the whatever the gun is named. I think it's called the Cerebrus. Some
edgy shit.
Yeah, it's whatever the three-headed dog is.
Yeah, Cerberus, yeah. Or Kerberos with a K if you're feeling fancy.
But I made it into a sniper, so because you can modify it to be like a shotgun, a pistol, or a sniper.
That's to me that's the stuff they should remake. They should remake stuff like Dirge of Cerberus, so it's just a better game.
Yeah,
remake shitty games. Don't remake good games that everybody love. Remake shitty games.
So yeah, I made it into a sniper, and I just lamed the game out. So I guess that's probably why the game was more fun for me than.
Oh yeah, because you just lamed it out. Yeah.
Yeah. play the lame way to make the game more fun.
Right? Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
I sound like Justin Wong.
I was gonna say. But that's it for my week. I didn't really do anything else. I was just working on that stupid Bleach video, but that's about it.
Gotcha. That coming along well?
Yeah, I just need to record it. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. Derek, how's your week been?
It's been alright. I've mostly just been going to Disneyland a lot. Like, I had 4 days of work, and then, like, the last 2 days that I've had off, my friends were like, hey, we're going to Disneyland. Do you want to come? And I'm like, is there going to be anybody else there? And they're like, nope. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going. And so...
I mean, that sounds pretty good, though.
That is the perfect time to go. Like, when there's nobody else.
My feet are just fucking tired.
Yeah.
So,
I bet. Yeah.
Walking. So, like, today's the first day I'm not going to the park. And then, on top of that, I haven't really been gaming. The last couple of days that I've been home at, like, a relatively even hour, I've just been watching Dragon Ball Super with my roommate, because he just started it.
Oh, no. Don't even get me started on Dragon Ball Super.
It's entertaining. And then...
Entertainingly bad, baby.
It's made me want to play fighters, but, like, I haven't had time, and the only people who are online by the time that I get online are the people that just wreck my shit.
Oh, yeah. The killers.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, we're the same rank, but they have an 80% win rate.
Right, yeah.
I'm like
they got up there nice and fast.
Yeah, something doesn't seem quite right here. And they just wipe the floor with me.
Yeah. The other thing is like either have the killers online or the new abusers, which like they know like the couple things that will beat anybody if you don't have the knowledge of the game.
Oh yeah, just the broken shit.
Yeah. Or it's like, I run into those guys too, and it's like as soon as I stop super dashing, they just don't know what the hell to do.
Right, yeah. That you've exhausted their repertoire of abilities, and now they're kind of fucked.
Pretty much, their neutral is just like,
it's weak.
Yes.
If you can lose to me, you're doing bad. That's basically my week in a nutshell.
All right.
How about you guys?
Let's see, what have I been doing this week? I've been attempting streaming a bunch. I tried to stream Mirror's Edge on Monday. And Mirror's Edge crashed, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go play League then. Played 2 matches of League, which were probably the worst games of my life.
Rip.
Just wasn't feeling good about myself. Let's see, I bought Wizards of Legend, so I'll be streaming that soon. I bought Catherine, so I'm going to be streaming that as well, maybe.
Ooh, are you going to stream that with Becca? You should.
I probably should. I should stream that with Becca. But
all right. Single cause coming soon.
Right?
I mean, have some faith.
It's gonna challenge your relationship. It's gonna take you to new places you never even thought you could go to in that relationship.
That's a possibility. But
and then you'll get stuck in hell playing puzzle games.
No. I love puzzle games.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of my big. Well, that's not my big thing.
Yes, it is, Cameron. Don't even play. It's your thing.
Okay, Pokemon Puzzle League is my favorite game. We're gonna put that out there right now. So, but yeah, no, I love Tetris, puzzle games, all that kind of stuff. So, Catherine is super easy for me. At least on normal difficulty. I usually have no problems with it.
I've never played it. I think I might actually own a free copy of it on Steam or something. I've just never opened it up.
I was going to say, it just came out on Steam recently. That's why I got it.
I've been wanting to play the game for years, but I never had a PlayStation. So I was like, well.
It's on Steam now.
Yeah.
Let's see. I played, I started playing Destiny Crucible again.
Oh, yeah?
I don't really play the game, really, but I do play Crucible because I just like to shoot people. And I just went and wrecked shop, and I wasn't expecting that.
My roommate and I stopped playing Destiny for whatever reason. Like, we just stopped playing it. We should get back to that. We still have to get through, I think, the second expansion.
Gotcha.
I got a Destiny-specific PlayStation that came with the game, and I popped it in for about 30 minutes, and I was like, all right, that's enough of that. And I started playing Bloodborne.
So what I found out very quickly was I just can't play free play. I just can't do it. It irritates me to no end.
What is it about free play?
So it's free play 1 is 6v6, right? And then on top of that, it's a bunch of shotgun whores.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it's everyone has their super at all times, so it's just a clusterfuck.
Right, I feel you. That right sounds annoying.
So the issue with free play over competitive, in competitive, you have a chance to aim and shoot people and win fights that way.
Mm-hmm.
Aiming in free play, you turn a corner and you're dead. You turn a corner, you're dead. You spawn, there's a super guy in your face. You can't shoot anybody who's super. Oh my god, you can't shoot anybody who's supering. I don't know what it is about the game, but if someone supers, unless they are using very specific supers, they just take no damage.
Mm-hmm.
I play Hunter, so all 3 of mine you can just shoot me out of, and it feels bad, man.
Actually, no.
I know you can shoot people out of Golden Gun and Arc Strike.
Yeah, out of those 2, unless you are constantly swinging.
Really? It deflects bullets?
Pretty much.
What the heck? Okay.
It might as well. And also with the staff, you can just pick it up and spin the staff, and that deflects bullets. But nevertheless, you have these guys who run around with shotguns, and then they'll just shotgun until they have their super, and then they super. And there's this void mode now. It's the new super for void. And
the arc.
Go invisible and just dash like crazy, swinging your little dagger around. And the problem about it is that whenever you swing, you just don't take any damage. It's like you have iframes pretty much. And people will go around the corner and then just mash the trigger until they kill you. And then you spawn on the other side of the map. And since they're hunters, they can run super fast. And then they do the same thing. I hate Clash. Or, pre-play with a passion.
Once you get into ranked, it's a bit easier.
Oh, once you get into ranked, you can actually because in ranked, if you run around with a shotgun, there's a lot higher chance that you're just going to get shot by 4 people at once and die before you can even pull the trigger.
Seems legit.
So instead, you have to, you can still run around with a shotgun, but you have to have a secondary or a primary that's not a shotgun. And you have to use that instead of just using shotgun. Now, if you get in a situation where you turn a corner and someone's chasing you and you crouch and turn back around with a shotgun, that's a whole different story. That's their fault for chasing you that far.
Seems legit.
But yeah, so played a bit of Destiny. Went to a friend's house, played a bunch of BlazBlue. Man, I thoroughly enjoy BlazBlue.
Which one?
Which one?
The newest one, which I believe...
Oh, is it the cross tag?
No. Well, I mean, we played that too, but...
What's it called? Continuum Shift? That one?
Continuum Shift, I believe so. It's the newest one. I'm going to check real quick.
I'm pretty, as I found out, I'm pretty awesome at BlazBlue, but I don't like playing BlazBlue.
BlazBlue it has very few characters that I actually like.
Is it bad I only like the big motherfucker that kind of looks like an edgy Cloud? Ragna?
Ragna, yeah.
Ragna.
I mean, he's legit the coolest guy about the thing, and even then he's just, like you said, just like an edgy Cloud.
Central Fiction, maybe?
That's what it is, yeah. All those names. I hate BlazBlue names.
Yeah, they're not great. They're really not great.
Guilty Gear is the same problem, but Guilty Gear is a better game.
I mean, they probably were smart in not going the 1, 2, 3, 4 route.
Because there's 7 million of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they remake it every other year.
True, yeah.
So, if they were to do that, they'd be at 35 right now, and then everyone would be like, ooh, you guys, is this just a cash grab? Is this just a cash grab?
Just Street Fighter it, or King of Fighters it or something. Just have them have one, and then have it be one deluxe or some shit. BlazBlue Deluxe.
I think is a great idea. That just makes so much more sense if you're not actually changing the system.
Yeah, right. You're just releasing the same game, so just release maybe an updated version of it. Call something else, like Guilty Gear did, except Exard was bullshit because it released 4 or 5 versions of the same game.
Yeah. I just hope they don't do that with any of their new fighters like Granblue or what's the one that just came? Oh, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
The one that just got a season 2 announcement.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that season 2 isn't called like Dragon Ball FighterZ Z Super or something. I'm shocked. I'm surprised it's not a new game.
I was surprised it wasn't called Super Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Well, because there's that whole thing about they're not doing any more like official tourneys anymore for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So I was like, okay. So
that's not quite accurate.
It's not it?
No, so it was, that was the information for a little bit of time, but what ended up happening was for like a couple of specific tournaments, I don't know if it was Shueisha, I think it was Toei, might have been Shueisha, pulled the license for them, but somebody like the lead for both, I think it was Tekken and Dragon Ball for Bandai Namco, basically said like, hey, look, it was just for these specific tournaments for specific reasons. Like, we're not killing tournaments or anything like that. It was just these tournaments specifically.
Because there was a massive freak out. Everybody was like, oh, Dragon Ball FighterZ is dead. Fuck, oh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was like the end of the world. So, okay, it's good. That makes more sense then.
Yeah, and then everyone who was like not super into the game stopped playing, so I just got fucking bitch slapped on ladder for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that explains it.
And then all the noobs came back, and I could finally rank up.
Right.
That's always the worst when you're trying to like actually play ranked and try to climb. Is when you like dominate 2 matches and then just get your shit crushed, and you're just like, am I that bad or am I that? I must be that bad.
I don't need to ask that question. I know I'm that bad.
Well, it's humbling in a way because you're like, well, I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best either, I guess.
Well, the thing is okay. So let me rephrase that. I play Street Fighter competitively, not competitively, but I try.
Yeah,
we got you, guys. We got you.
But the issue with it is that in Street Fighter, the game is so slow that you can tell what all your mistakes are in the middle of a match. So when you get stomped, you're like, I'm not that bad. I'm not.
I promise I don't suck.
But like, it's so bad because you'll like destroy somebody and then you'll go into the next match and you know the matchup and you get them to over half health every match, but you just can't win.
My life in a nutshell.
Yeah.
There's a wall you gotta climb, Cameron. You have to go beyond.
This is to go even further. Damn it.
This is what it means to go even further beyond.
But yeah, so my week was it was pretty tame.
Yeah. We're not exactly at a point in our lives, I think, where we're out fucking doing crazy shit or playing the newest, hottest shit or, it's January, so.
Yeah, there isn't anything out.
I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts comes out next week, so.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so hyped.
Resident Evil comes out tomorrow. Remake.
I cannot play horror games.
Oh, that's right, because you're a big scaredy cat. I forgot. I am a big. But hold no, because Resident Evil is it's a horror game, but it's more focused on the survival.
Resident Evil, I can get away with playing if I
especially like 4 and stuff, like after 4.
Especially 4 and stuff. But like the original when they came out, I was terrified of them.
Yeah, because you were like a fetus.
Yeah. Yes. I was still. Anyways,
it's like a controller up her vagina.
I'm terrified of zombies.
Right. Oh, geez, you'd be useless in a zombie apocalypse then.
Well, I mean, I'm not terrified of them anymore, but when the games first came out, I was absolutely terrified of zombies.
He'd still be useful. He could be a meat shield.
Right, true, yeah. You don't gotta be the fastest guy, you just gotta be faster than Cameron.
Faster than the guy next to you.
See, the issue with that is that I break kneecaps.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. You have the most fragile kneecaps of any person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, so...
You spent half of high school in crutches.
Yeah, I did spend half.
Wait, what the fuck? How did I never hear about this?
I tore every ligament in my knee playing basketball.
Yep.
What the shit?
He broke his limiters and then he broke his knees.
So the size I am now, a guy twice my size jumped in front of me, and I'm like, all right, this is easy cross up. So I faked to the right and I went left. Well, the thing is that it was a concrete court.
Oh, jeez.
And I forgot to switch out of my Vans.
Oh.
So I went to plant my foot, like my toe, but because I have no arch support because I'm flat-footed, my heel hit the ground. Well, when your heel hits the ground in Vans on a concrete court, your knee down doesn't like to turn.
You can't pivot properly.
But your knee up does. So my ligaments basically twisted, all of them popped.
Every time he tells that story, I fucking wince.
I think you might have to do the rest of the podcast without me.
You know the sounds in Mortal Kombat when they do the fatalities?
The little X-rays where it's like...
Yeah. I heard that. I legitimately heard that before I hit the floor because my leg didn't support me. So now the worst part about this story is that I went to stand up.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no ligaments to keep my knee in place to help me stand up. So my leg's just wobbly. And I'm like, get someone to help me stand up. And as I'm walking, I put a little bit of pressure on my leg, and I can see my knee going left and right trying to figure out where the center is because there's nothing to keep it in the center.
Okay,
Yeah!
So how about this Granblue game, huh?
Yeah, right, yeah. Moving on.
Alright, so the main topic of today is just Arcsys in general, because you got Granblue coming out, you have maybe a Persona 5 fighting game coming out,
we got Dragon Ball Season 2.
And it's
and just in general, Arcsys has kind of just been killing it lately with everything they do.
Also, it's Guilty Gear's 20th anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, last year technically was, but
the
20th anniversary is coming out this year, I believe.
I mean, so when you told me this, I looked up like some of their games. I was like, okay, yeah, Guilty Gears and Blaze Blues, yeah, right, blah blah. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Okay.
Their games go back.
They have some weird stuff on that list. I was like, what they like really?
Their first game was in 1988, and I was like, oh,
yep.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Wait, they did Double Dragon?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hold on. Did they go? Holy crap!
They did a bunch of stuff that I never even realized they did.
I didn't know they did Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yep.
Because I thought that was Capcom.
They did Battletoads?
Yep. That's why Battletoads is so fucked.
Yeah.
Wait, they did Sailor Moon R.
Yeah.
Like, these single fucking... Holy shit.
They did a bunch of stuff that I'm like, wow, they have been in the game and doing... Like, being talked about and doing great shit for a long time.
They also published a bunch of great, like, Arcana Heart and stuff.
Arcana Heart, Love Max. Jeez.
So, they also published Melty Blood. Have you guys ever played Melty Blood?
No.
I don't even want to even try to touch it.
Is it like crazy?
Apparently, it's a crazy fighting game.
Of course. I do hear people shit on Melty Blood fans all the time, so
yeah,
this probably has something to do with it. But I was, I guess Arcsys is kind of like, I don't want to say becoming the new Capcom, but they might as well be. They're becoming the new Capcom because they're putting out like all the good fighting games, and I mean they're literally just doing shit that not really doing shit that people want, but they're doing shit so well that people end up wanting it, you know?
Like, I mean, there's 2 Granblue games coming out.
Right, yeah.
One of them is being...
It's one of the most
Arcsys.
Beautiful fucking fighting games I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Have we all seen the trailer for it?
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Alright, so the actual mechanics of the fighting game itself look a little slow. They look like Guilty Gear speed almost. Maybe a little bit slower than Guilty Gear. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little faster. It's kind of hard to tell because a lot of that is based off of character movement rather than
the actual input we're seeing. Yeah.
And on top of that is a trailer cut together. So
for hype action shots. Yeah, who knows what they might have slowed down for funsies.
That explains. I was like, what are you guys talking about? That was fast. I was watching in 2x.
So that's like a trend I'm seeing from a lot of people these days. People just watching shit at twice the speed.
I only have a set amount of time, man. I gotta input as much. As possible.
I'm not knocking it or anything. It's just weird to see. It's like people just don't give a shit. I guess. Oh, not even just don't give a shit. It's like we're realizing what's important and what's not more than ever, and now we're just like, I don't need to sit here for fucking, I don't need to waste 4 minutes on a trailer that only has 2 minutes of information in it. So
yeah, but like, so it looks like it's gonna be a decent speed game.
Yeah,
as long as it's faster than Street Fighter, I will be okay with it.
I don't say anything is faster than Street Fighter.
Yeah, I mean everything's faster than Street.
Street Fighter is so abysmal to me sometimes.
I was gonna say even the new Mortal Kombat is probably faster than Street
Fighter. Wait, Mortal Kombat 11 or the 10?
11.
Has it come out yet? No, right? No.
They the reveal just happened like a couple days ago, like over the weekend.
Gotcha.
But Mortal Kombat X is faster, but it's twitchy. It's not fighting. It's not like a fighting game almost. The fighting is too twitchy for me.
Yeah, same. But yeah, no, the game looks like it's gonna be a good pace speed.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful, man.
It looks super good.
It's absolutely gorgeous, like the backgrounds and everything.
We're getting to the point where it's kind of ridiculous if your game looks bad. If your fighting game looks bad, like why Street Fighter like SF5 kind of looks like shit compared to everything else. Like
why Ultimate Marvel
really looks like shit.
I'm
Infinite.
so sad that game flopped because it's such a fun game.
When they first showed like trailers and stuff for it, I was like, don't worry, it'll look better by the time it's out. And then it came out, and I was like,
that was the problem. Everyone was like, okay, it's probably not the final build. And then...
because everybody tempered their expectations, and it was worse than they ever could have, it looked even worse.
Oh, man. Like, there's so many things that just went wrong with that launch.
Yeah.
So many things. Even with mods, you could barely fix it.
Yeah, I blame Marvel.
I blame
Capcom a little bit because they've been fucking up a little too, but they've also been doing some good stuff. I mostly blame Marvel because they kind of rushed it, had them rush it out, and
I blame Disney
and put a bunch of characters. Ultimately, I do blame Disney, but I blame Disney for a lot of other stuff too.
You're like let me pass the blame off to a different department.
Right? Yeah. Like let's get a little more specific because it's easy to just blame Disney for everything because but someone at Marvel also had to make these decisions.
So, what Arcsys games have you played?
Mostly Guilty Gear games. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker that I didn't even know they made. I only played it once, and I didn't even realize they'd made it until I looked it up yesterday. Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, yeah. I know.
I played a few Blaze Blues.
I think Derek's only played Dragon Ball.
Yeah. I've actually played a couple of their other games that I didn't know they made. But also, ironically enough, they're Dragon Ball games. The Super Sonic Warriors series.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's what I played too. Yeah.
And I also played Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Way back in the day with my friends.
Oh, yeah.
When I had friends.
I think I beat the hell out of Jordan with that game, Cameron. With Calamity Trigger.
Calamity Trigger, yeah.
Yeah, I crushed him in it. He it was like the first time I ever played it, and I fucking hit him with like 2 perfects in a row.
I love people when they go, oh man, I'm good at fighters,
and then they get crushed.
And then they get it is one of my favorite things. It's just like you're good at like, oh man, I play fighters. Oh yeah, I play fighters too. I'm really good at them. You want to play my game?
Right. Yeah.
Sure. What do you play? Oh, I play Blaze Blue. All right, I've never played it before, but let's take a look at it. You realize they just jump in and press medium the entire game.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
LTG,
let me find my one anti-air button.
Right, yeah. Like let me put in the basics of fighting games and immediately learn how to play this game better than you.
Just immediately win.
Yeah, the only other Arcsys game that I haven't even really touched it is the cross tag one with Ruby and Persona.
Gotcha, BB tag.
Yeah, and I want to get on that game, but it's nowhere near as simple as Fighters. My brain isn't that big.
I am not gonna touch that game. I don't like the mechanics.
Yeah, it just doesn't look interesting at all. It's a good game apparently. What people are saying, it's an amazing fighter, but it just does not look like something I'd be into.
The gameplay itself for BB Tag is quite a bit of fun. It's just once you start getting into the like more detailed mechanics and stuff of that nature, it's like all the combo stuff is cool. It's the fact that I don't like the whole the red tag and stuff and the weird. There's a bunch of weird like mechanics for the tagging system and for the overdrive system that I just don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So like I'm used to playing team fighters, which okay, let me be real with you guys. I'm used to playing Marvel's Capcom 3.
Yeah.
That's the game I played the most of. I've spent the most time in that game.
That Hyper Fighter, that's all right.
It's wonderful. It's amazing.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? It's okay if you believe that, Cameron.
It is okay if I believe that, and I do believe it that it is a great ass fighter. Nevertheless, I put the most time into that game. So now I'm tainted when I go play other tag games, and the mechanics are more complex than Marvel.
Yeah.
For the tagging system itself, because if the actual gameplay and like combo system is like mechanically heavy, that's fine. I can learn that stuff. That's not a problem. It's when the tagging system is complex, and I'm just like, nope, can't do it.
I don't know. It's like the only fighting game with Ruby characters in it, and on top of that, it has Persona characters. Like that captured my interest, and I really, really want to get into it. I just can't stand being bad, and so. But I know I'm not gonna ever be like competitive, like actually competitive at the level. So it's just like
it's not really worth putting the energy into.
I can just like play with my friends and mash buttons, and I still have as much fun, you know.
Right.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Persona 4 Arena is also on this list, so I want to talk about that in a little bit because I totally forgot about that one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They like straight ripped the characters from Persona 4 Arena to put in cross tag battle.
Yep, that's why I was thinking of it.
Yeah. With BB Tag, I played Yang and the other punch dude from Persona 4.
Kanji?
Yeah, no. What is his name? Kanji's the chair dude. I can't remember his fucking name. Dude.
I'm talking about the boxer.
Yeah, he was my main.
Mitsuru? No, Akihiko.
No. Yeah, Akihiko.
Yep.
I played Yang and Akihiko, and man, that was the fun. That was probably the most fun I've had with punch characters in a game like that in a long while. The issue is I would do some good stuff, and then suddenly I have no HP. It was like, all right, I'm applying pressure. All right, I missed a hit, and now I'm in a combo. I don't know what to do to burst. I don't know how to like red tag out of this. I don't know how to do all the like small mechanics that I'm like I've seen, because the problem with me is I go and watch a bunch of footage, and I learn how to play the game, but I don't know the inputs for those things.
Right.
So I'm sitting there panicking while being like chipped away at real quickly. Oh man, it's rough.
Yeah.
Get good, Cameron.
All right.
So Persona 4 Arena, that was one me and you would play a lot, Cameron. That was my shit for a while. That was like
I got okay at the game.
I got great at that game.
You did get great at it. I got okay. I do a couple combos here and there, but
yeah, I was getting so good that I was doing like the insta kills, you know, mid match and stuff like that.
You're like combo into insta kill.
Yeah.
All right.
But unfortunately, I never picked up Ultimax. I wanted to get into that, but I didn't.
That's the reason why I stopped playing, because the new one came out, and I was like, I don't have the money, because at the time I was like 16 and didn't have the money.
Yeah, broke as shit. Like Persona 4 Arena was it was my first foray into anime games, I think. Other
anime
than
games or anime fighters.
Anime fighters, just say, yeah. Because I was gonna say, unless you're counting like the Dragon Ball Z games I'd played before or whatever,
the Dragon Ball Z games, I like.
Those barely count.
Let's be honest; those aren't really fighting games.
They're really not. No,
as much as I love them, they're not.
Yeah, they're just kind of just big, do dumb shit, fly around, be Goku.
Those are like action versus games.
Like the what is it? The first Budokai games, yeah, those are fine. But then like Budokai Tenkaichi and the Supersonic Warriors and fucking Battle 22 and all that garbage, yeah. Those games are not fighters at all. No. But yeah, Persona 4 Arena was like my first foray into anime fighters, and then, you know, because of Jordan, I started playing BlazBlue and realized I hated BlazBlue. And I started playing Guilty Gear instead because that was the better game. Yeah, now I've always got at least one anime fighter in my rotation, which is nice.
I mean, anime fighters typically are just more exciting. Like
they're more exciting to look at usually, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
they're not always like the best technically.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not necessarily the best like fighting game out there to play and enjoy.
Yeah.
But to look at, usually they are the most flashy.
Yeah, because it's
like half the reason I play Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball looks good. Dragon Ball, that shit just feels nice to play. Because all the cool shit you could do.
Like when the game first came out, it is actually like the show.
Yeah.
You get to play the show.
Yeah.
And on top of that, all the love they gave to the game.
Yeah, is fantastic.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a little ridiculous how much love they put into the game.
I could probably go for a little more love. I could probably go for a little more unique character interactions with like intros and outros. But that's, you know, me looking for stuff that I could go for, you know.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, it's still really, really good.
They had a handful of good stuff, which was enough.
Yeah.
They did meet a quote unquote or a quota, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But
they hit a point where it didn't have to become like they weren't doing so many character intros or outros, specific ones. Right, exactly. Where it came about that stuff. It came about, you know, look at how much love we put in this Dragon Ball game. It's like, all right, we're gonna make it look like the show, and it's gonna have good combat. It's gonna have good fighting mechanics.
Awesome. And some good moments.
Right. We'll throw in the hype moments so you'll, you know, have something really nice to look forward to. Like
Trunks' oh my goodness, Trunks /
Trunks Breathe.
Yeah. Trunks Breathe / where he does the pose at the end that's shot for shot from the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which one?
I think the Frieza one, right?
Where he kills Frieza, yeah.
The quarter circle forward attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I gotta rant really quick.
All right.
So I was playing online Dragon Ball the other day, and this is like the one time I'm ever gonna get this freaking dramatic finish. I got the Bardock versus Frieza one in space.
Oh yeah.
And like I like set it up so I killed him with a heavy, and so like I got the whole dramatic finished. Motherfucker quits at the very end, like as I'm raising the bandana, so I don't get my points. He's a piece of shit.
That's a piece of shit.
Okay, awesome. We're done.
But yeah, I really like those dramatic finishes.
It's a nice touch. Like, it's a really nice touch, especially for tournaments and stuff of that nature.
Oh, it's so hype at tournaments. It's crazy.
Have you seen tournaments when Cell is the point character?
Oh, where he'll power up and everybody just screams. Yeah.
It's like that's the kind of shit I love about tournaments. Like for Smash Melee, whenever someone got a hit, everyone would yell A.
Yeah.
Like I love that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I wish they would add more dramatic finishes, but I like how rare they are. Like you have to have there's so much specific shit you have to do.
Like sometimes like the stage has to be specific, and you know.
Yeah, you can't. I think the one thing they should change is like if. For example, like Gohan versus Cell, right? Mm-hmm. You can't kill him with a level 3, despite that being like the actual finish.
The move, yeah,
which I think is very stupid.
There should be like how Mortal Kombat has brutalities where you do a move and it finishes the fight. There should be stuff like that where you do a move and it finishes the fight with a dramatic finish.
Yeah. Or like Goku versus Nappa, for example. Like if you use base Goku and Kaioken him to death, like that should be a thing. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there should, because I was thinking there could be more that I'm like, oh, this character could do this to this character, and that'd be a cool thing to see. But I mean, maybe we'll get that with season 2. That'd be cool. Once
that'd be nice if they added a couple new things.
Because now that Jiren's in, there's probably going to be like a base Goku Ultra Instinct finish for him. But yeah. Oh, I guess. You said you were watching Super. Have you even gotten?
I personally haven't finished the last arc, but I already know what happens.
Okay. Because a lot of those is like a lot of those dramatic finishes, especially for like characters that are only in Super, are like huge spoilers. Like Trunks killing Zamasu.
Zamasu, yeah. No, I'm at the Universe Survival arc, and I've already seen the Brawler movie, so I know what's up.
Damn, I haven't seen it yet. I already know what happens, but
yeah, no, actually, they changed Broly's character quite a bit.
Oh, I like it.
Dude,
yeah,
they fucking changed so much canon shit in that one movie. I was like, I don't mind that they changed it. I want to know why.
Well, some of it was like always in question whether it was canon or not, and I always usually just was like, yeah, it's canon. Like if you can fit it into the story, it's canon. Like stuff that's not canon is like, was it Return of Cooler, the second Cooler movie? Like that's not canon because none of that could have happened at any point.
Yeah, but it's like they changed Bardock, and then they changed Goku like when he came to Earth.
Yeah, he was a baby when he came to Earth, but I guess in the movie he's like a toddler or something.
Yeah, and like Bardock still might be able to go into the past and become a Super Saiyan. I don't know. Yeah, like it's
God, that sucks. I hate that movie. That's special.
Yeah, I mean it's cool that he's a Super Saiyan, but like
but you could have did it any other way.
Yeah,
I really wish
he just survived the blast.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Give him like another scar or something.
Yeah,
but oh well.
Or like maybe get like half his chest like is just robotic, or give him like a Tony Stark.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Yeah, those movies are kind of. We're always in, but I'm glad like the stuff I've heard about Broly, like I love Broly's new design. I love that he goes through all these transformations. I love they're actually doing something with his character other than just making him crazy and big and evil.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, like he was cool as shit. He was awesome, but he was still kind of nothing. His whole thing was Goku was crying, so that made me crazy.
It's way better now.
Yeah. And I'm glad Gogeta gets in, because I thought he should have got in at the end of the Universal Survival arc against Jiren, but they did something else. But whatever.
UI maybe.
Man, I hate Ultra Instinct. It kind of it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but it is a unique moment that they can make. They can make it into something.
You mean in the game?
No, I meant.
Oh, just like I mean, it was. I mean, it's not even in the movie, so.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Because you even know what like Ultra Instinct is. Like, do you know what the?
Isn't it like he took a spirit bomb and absorbed it instead of getting hit by it?
Yeah, but that's not what that triggers Ultra Instinct, but that's not what it is.
Okay, so what is Ultra Instinct?
It's like when your body can move independently by itself.
Independently of your thoughts, yeah. Because
Okay.
you're just your whole spirit is in the fight or whatever.
Yeah, so
you're not really thinking about it, yeah. But that shouldn't make you powerful enough to beat a guy who's been beating on your ass for 7 hours.
No.
So because I can dodge now. Well, that won't save you when I fucking blow you up.
Like if it was, it's basically like getting Spider-Man powers, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So.
But like autonomous, like where you're not only do you have spider sense, your spider sense moves your body for you.
Yeah. So I mean, when you have the ability to teleport, I feel like that just becomes.
When you have the ability to teleport, when you have time stop, like hit,
I guess I guess what's his name defeated time. So
yeah, like that's
there's no.
I don't want to get into Super. I don't want to get into Super. I hate Super.
Alright, let's check. What's the first Guilty Gear you played? Because mine is X2 Reloaded, I believe.
I think the first one I ever played was the first one because a friend of mine owned it, but then I didn't play another one until like I'm not sure which one it was actually. Hold up, because it was like way later. It was like Whatever one was right before Xrd. That's X2, isn't
it? That's X2, one of the many X2s.
Yeah, it was one of those.
One of the X2s.
It was Accent Core. Accent Core and Overture. Those are the ones I played.
Because I played X2 Reload for the longest time. Well, actually, that's the only one I ever played. That was my first Arcsys game. And then BlazBlue came out, and then I played... Or not, it didn't come out. It was already out, but I played whatever BlazBlue was out at the time.
I think...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What do you think? Tell me what you think, boy.
No, seriously, go ahead.
Okay. I played BlazBlue, and I just like the speed of BlazBlue more than Guilty Gear. But that's also because I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at the time as well.
Right, yeah.
So it felt a little more natural.
Alright, I think I played Xrd. Is that what it's called?
That's the most the most recent one, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, whatever the base version of that was, because I was in college, I think, when it got released, and we had a PlayStation 3 in our main room. I think somebody bought it, and we played it for 2 weeks, but nobody else liked fighting games besides Mortal Kombat. So.
Oh yeah.
I hate that so much.
What, MK9 or people?
Little column A, little column B.
Well, people who only play one game specifically in a group setting.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, if you play one game,
never want to play anything else.
Yeah, that's fine. You can play the one game and enjoy yourself. But when it comes to a group setting, and you're just like, I don't want to play it because it's not the game I know. I'm like, I just got my ass handed
right,
for the last hour and a half.
Like, get in here, bitch. Get down. Get your ass kicked like everybody else.
Yeah,
look, I just sucked a dick for 30 minutes. Come on, return the favor.
Sat here and ate shit. It's your turn now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a communal agreement.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's kind of how it was when we played. When I was going to UWF, when we played Tekken. Like when Tekken Tag Tournament 2 came out.
Yeah.
And I would take my PlayStation into the common room or common area, where the fuck you want to call it, and just play it in there, and then everybody would come just play Tekken. But nobody would want to play against me. Everybody would just wait until somebody else picked. I got off, and then they would play against somebody else. So.
I mean, the golden rule is if you win 3 times, you hand up the stick.
Yeah. But I mean, it got to the point where I just wouldn't play because nobody would want to play. Everybody would just be
which is so dumb.
There'd be 1 or 2 people, and that'd be it, who would want to play.
I don't get people who are like, oh man, I lost. I guess I gotta stop playing that dude.
They just don't like the feeling of losing. They don't want to learn. They want the character that'll just give them all the best stuff immediately without actually thinking about learning to play the character.
Yeah, that's the reason why. So I'm working on a video. We'll get into that later. We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun if you have a penchant for learning. I think for fighting games, you need to have a penchant for learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most people just want a game to have fun, and most competitive, once you get competitive, it's not about that anymore. You know. So it's they don't want to necessarily learn oh, I have to 2H every time he super dashes. They want to learn I can press this one button and suddenly the entire screen fucking blows up.
Right, yeah, it's filled with a giant energy beam.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, which is why I play Dragon Ball, because it's just that shit constantly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's why I play BlazBlue and other hyper fighters, because hey, if you want that, just build up meter.
Yeah.
When they catch you, when they press a button, just super. You have iframes on startup, you'll hit them every time.
Meanwhile, we're here playing Tekken and just, chipping away at somebody's block until they fuck up, and I get 1 or 2 hits in, and I can just juggle.
Yeah, I can't stand watching that stuff. I mean, I think it's cool, but I would never personally be able to sit there and be like, okay, yeah, no, he just outplayed me. I would be fucking livid.
Man, the thing about Tekken is that the one thing I want to learn in Tekken is wave dashing, and every time I start to get a hold of it, it just falls apart because I am the worst at double tapping anything. That's what Tekken is all about sometimes, is hitting that shit twice and getting into a different angle and then going in for the kill. It's alright, dash this way, cancel your dash, and then hit your crouching so that way you can get your wall rising.
Yep.
I'm like, just can't.
You just gotta learn to do it. And you know what? I think I wouldn't be able to do it. Like if I started playing Tekken like today and not with Tekken 3 back when it came out, I probably wouldn't be able to learn to do it either. I would, because I think when I was a kid, I was more willing to just fucking sit there and do it till I got it right. But now I'm kind of just like, all right, I'd rather learn something else. You know,
like I'm really lucky that I learned how to wave dash.
Yeah.
When I did, because I feel like if I try to like put that concept in my head now, it's like for 2D fighters, not for 3D, because 3D is a whole different monster.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, for like wave dashing or triangle dashing in 2D fighters, I can do that because I learned it when I still was like, oh, this makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I like think back about it, I'm like, no, that's why do you get insta cancels when you touch the floor? Is there like landing lag or some shit like that? No. Okay.
But we are also getting to that age where the degeneration starts, and we start to lose our abilities.
Yeah, we're also getting to the age in video games where everything's an auto combo.
Oh yeah, where you just think about it and it does the combo for you.
Yeah, where it's just like, all right, I want to do this combo: square, 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 triangle.
Yeah,
I did it. That makes me so sad because of how much time I put into like hyper fighters.
Yeah.
That like,
well, you gotta do every tap yourself and.
All right, so I need to hit,
quarter circles,
jump, hit, flight mode, hit, dash down, hit, flight mode, hit, jump, hit, flight mode, hit.
Yep.
It's just like, wait, I could do all of that and just go square, 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 flight mode, square, square, square,
yep.
flight mode, square, square, square. What?
Fucking shit! I just lost. I was just thinking about something, but I totally fucking lost what it was. Never mind. I had the thought, now it's dead.
You know, to be honest, like I understand where you guys are coming from for sure, but like the reason I picked up Dragon Ball was because of the auto combos, because I could just like play from the start.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like now, I still auto combo to start off combos. Once you get into the air, I'm doing all the other shit.
Yeah, now you got more complex stuff going on. Yeah, that's true.
It's like I think it's a good spring off.
It's better for most people for fighting games.
Yeah. It's better for a fun fighting game. Like games that don't have it typically have that element to it where it's like serious competition. But with like, other games it's like, Dragon Ball has its serious competition, but it's also just generally more fun to play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, other games without auto combos are those games where you go, you get your ass kicked, but there's no feeling of loss because you go, I don't know the game. How am I supposed to win? Yeah, well, all right. Maybe I'll pick
I had fun.
Yeah. So it doesn't bring back players is the thing. So that's the one good thing about auto combos is that it allows for a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And like obviously I'm not a huge fighting game player, but like the fact that you can still do other combos, like a lot of the other combos start with, down mediums or whatever, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't necessarily hurt combo
combo diversity and
diversity, but it just allows for accessibility, which I think is like a good meeting point.
Yeah, I would agree with that
because accessibility is always important,
And usually auto combos force your combo damage to scale.
Yeah.
So it's usually not too hurtful to the game. When it comes to competitive sense, it's just helpful for the fan base.
Yeah, because once you do start learning it, you are going to start doing more damage on, combos.
It just frustrates me so much because I like to do my long string combos and feel good about them.
Yeah.
Says the dude who plays 16 and command grabs in the air.
Oh my god! Oh, thank you.
Look, I do that. However,
you Goku dunking son of a bitch.
16. I play 16 like it's a Street Fighter character.
Yeah. Tell that to your fucking long legs that reach half the screen.
Right?
Hey, you know what? I can't even fault you for that. Bullshit. All I want to let you know is that at the end of the day, there's a W on my screen and an L on yours.
You know what? You right.
Yeah, but it's a W with an asterisk over it.
Oh my god.
I think that's a podcast, you guys. I think
we did it. Podcast defeated.
We did it, Reddit.
Let's not do defeated.
We
Come
did
on.
it.
I feel like many other podcasts do that.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll figure out an outro eventually.
Yeah.
Just pull a Warall and don't have one and mention it every video.
Yep. All right. So where can we find you guys?
You can find me at Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter. The Urban Buddha on Twitch, and I believe it's Mr. Urban Buddha on YouTube. Just look up Urban Buddha. I'll be on there. I'm on the High Caliber podcast. Look up the High Caliber podcast. I'm on the Four Coltsman podcast. Look up the Four Coltsman podcast. Look up the Urban Panic podcast. I'm on all these podcasts.
Oh man, you got so much going on.
Yeah, dude, I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm burn the candle at both ends.
Podcast galore.
But yeah, I'm on all that stuff. Follow me if you want.
Alright. I'm on Twitch as came in second, YouTube as came in second, and my Twitter, which is the only thing that isn't came in second, is real_CIS. That's me.
All right.
I should actually follow that right
now. Find me. I'm at I Press the Buttons on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. And remember, laugh at yourself. We'll catch you next time.